How's it going, everybody? It's your boy, the Gaming Plumber, and we are back for another episode of Riverbend Springs. So last week, we got our silage bales taken care of. Those are over in the barn fermenting. Hopefully those will turn into silage to feed our cows. And then we did a couple contracts. We made a little bit of money. I think we're going to end up doing a couple more contracts, but let's get some more cows. Because I think we're going to get on this cycle of like getting 2 cows every day. And then that way, once the end of the year comes and we have a full cow pen, we'll be able to sell 2 cows a day. I think they make around $3,000. It's not going to be a lot, but it will be a steady source of income. So I'm going to go with one. I want to get 1 Angus. I'm going to get 1 Limousin. Or maybe should we get a water buffalo? I don't know. Well, these are dairy. Yeah, no, we're just going to stick with the 1 Limousin. Limousine, however you say it. I don't know. So right now we have 2 Angus, or we have 1 Angus at 0 months and 1 Limousin at 0 months, and we have 1 Limousin and 1 Angus at 1 month, and we have 1 old beef cattle, or sorry, we have 3 old beef cattle at 52 months. Now they are more than double their prime. So let's see what they are worth. See, they're worth $1,900, and I don't think it's worth keeping them around because their health is 50%. They're not. I don't think they're gonna. You know what? We'll get them up to 100% health and see what they sell for. Might take another 2 or 3 months, but it's October. It's raining. We don't really have anything to sell right now. Our best price on that canola that we have is December, and the best price on that wheat that we have is January. So we still have a little bit of time. We can do some contracts to make some money. We don't have any field work to do. So let's look in the shop while we're here. Is there anything here we need? There's a sideways mower. That might be nice for our grass field, but was it? It's only 14,000. Nah. Let's take a look and see what kind of contracts we have here. Now, I want to make a buttload of money real quick, and here's a $15,000 contract for cotton on field number 76. Now, cotton sells for a pretty decent amount of money. So just for giggles, let's see what the price of cotton is right now. So that when we get done harvesting and Sunday, see, it's $3,000. So, and it's not quite the highest price, but it's up there. So it's right now almost $4,000. So let's go ahead and take this cotton contract, and we're going to go ahead and borrow the harvester and the picker-upper trailer, because I don't want to spend that kind of money on it. Let's see, is there any other cotton contracts? Look, here's another one for $5,000. Here's another one for $5,000. Yeah. So there's 2 more that we could potentially do. Oh, something disappeared. All right. Let's get over to the shop. Oh, we got the John Deere one. This one's gonna give us some round bales. This is gonna be kind of cool. All right. Where is? Oh, this one's. Okay, yeah, 76. It's gonna be way down there. So give me a minute to get all this stuff down there, and I will meet you guys there. All right. So on my way bringing that cotton harvesting equipment over, I realized it's raining. We can't harvest in the rain without getting a yield penalty. So I was like, well, we'll just take another contract here, waiting for the rain to stop, The rain should be done around 2 o'clock, so I took this little cultivating field job. It only pays like $1,000, not too much, but it should be pretty quick. And we're just waiting for the rain to stop at this point. Get that little bit of mist. All right, turn back around. I kind of like this area of the map. I mean, it's October, the leaves are changing color, you know, the weather's changing. I really like what they got going on with the game. I'm kind of excited to see if there's any updates to the weather system in the next game. Should be about this time next year we'll hear something about that. But man, it's gonna be a big cotton field. I wonder how many liters of cotton you think we're gonna get off of that field. I'm thinking we'll probably get 4 bales off of that field, 4 cotton bales. Let me know down in the comments how many you think we're gonna get off of that field. So I'm gonna finish up this cultivating contract, waiting for this rain to stop, and I will see you guys when it is time to start that cotton harvest. Alright, well, we are finished with this contract. It is 2:17 and it's still raining. The sun came out, but we'll go ahead and collect this contract. $851 after our leasing costs, so well, crap. I thought it would be done raining by the time I got done with this contract. Oh boy, oh boy. Pretty excited for this cotton field though. Farmland 76, I think it's like 1.3 acres of cotton. I will see you guys. Well, it's still raining. Let's see, is it going to let us start? Get it crunk up here. Yeah. Two. Is it gonna let us harvest here? It is. All right. Well, I guess it doesn't care for the contracts if there's a yield penalty. Now we learned something. Cool. So let's see how far look, oh, we're already 10% full on the pre-chamber. Let's see how much one headland will give us. I'm thinking 10% total. Maybe 10% on that main chamber, I'm not sure. Alright guys, so that is one whole headland done, and we are 25% in the main chamber, so we are already at a quarter of a bale, and we are 76% in the pre-chamber, which is probably like half of a bale, so another 12.5%. So we're at like 37% of a bale just on one headland. That gives me some hope that we're gonna get a good number of bales off of this contract and actually make some pretty decent money. We might be looking at $75,000 in our account after this harvest. But we'll see, guys. I'll let you know when we're getting close to the end. All right, guys, this is our first bale. 10,000 liters. Is it not gonna let it down? Hello? You can drop the bale whenever you want. Try that. There we go. Alright, guys, that's bale number 1. We are 22% done with this field, so maybe we won't get 10. Man, what if we only get like 4.5? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Alright, guys, as you see, it is dark. It is almost 8 o'clock at night. It is 7:40, and we are just finishing up this harvest. I've got the rest of this row and another row. Now, I was admittedly severely wrong in the amount of bales that I thought were going to come off of this field. I guess 10, and I was very mistaken. We ended up with 3.5, I believe, or like 3 3/4, right? Yeah, there's 1, 2, 3 down there, and I have 75% here in my harvester. So we're gonna go ahead and try to unload this 3/4 bale and see if we can finish up this contract. All right, we are gonna drop the rest of this bale, which is only 7,600 liters. So it should give us 37,659 liters. We're gonna drive this one down. Bring it to the rest of them. All right. We're gonna drop this right here. Boop. All right, and now we are done with this harvester. We can just turn the lights off, turn the engine off, and we're gonna leave it right there. So, let's go grab this vent. We're gonna get this trailer into working mode. I don't know how many bales this thing's gonna hold. I'm thinking maybe 3. 1, 2, 3, maybe 4. So we'll see. I'm gonna grab the 3 full ones first. Yeah, so it can only hold 3. So we'll grab these 3 full ones real quick, and we will take these to the sell point. Don't roll away. Come back here. All right, where are we going with these? Gonna be to the farmer's market. All right, so farmer's market, we'll tag that place on our map. And it's gonna be way over yonder. Where is that on the map? Farmer's market, is that the one? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Way up here. Oh, okay, it's over by our grass field. Got it. All right, I will see you guys when we get there. All right, here we are getting up to the farmer's market here. Where do we, looks like we swing in here. And how do we get these off of our trailer? There we go. We just hit the unload. Let's see what 30,000 liters of cotton nets us. Okay. Something tells me those weren't really supposed to go there? Question mark? What do I do now? I don't know what to do now. Hang tight. After a quick Google search, your boy is an idiot. We are gonna bring it around to this side and drop it right here. Now let's see what we get for it. Actually, how about we turn this thing around? Oh, that'll work. All right, so 87% transported for field 76. Now we're stuck on the building. All right, I'm gonna go grab that last 3/4 bale, and if I'd run right over this fence, yep, 4-wheel drive's a great thing. All right, I'm gonna go grab that last bale. I'll be back. All right, let's get this last little tiny bale, 3/4 bale, scooped up and delivered. Got it. All right. Looks like we can fold that back up because we don't need it. We're not picking anything up. So we'll just get this one bale transported to the farmer's market. And I'll see you guys when I get there. All right, let's get this last one dropped off. Boop, there we go. $22,418 plus $594 for the environmental score on top of the $15,000. So that makes 22 plus 15 would be 37. We'll call it $38,000 we just made off of that contract, which puts us at almost $100,000, guys, in our bank account. Come on, let's go. So it is now 9:24 at night. We're gonna head to the house and go to bed. Where am I at here? I need to go all the way back over here and right here. All right, we're gonna go to bed. I will see you guys in the morning. All right, guys, here we are. It is 8 a.m. in November, and we are back here at home. Let's go ahead and buy our 2 cows. We'll check on their health and food and water while we're at it. So 69% health. They still have 9,000 liters of food. Still got 5,000 liters of water and a little bit of meadow grass. Moo moo, good morning, cows. So let's go ahead and get 2 more cows. 0 months. We're gonna go. Oh, no, that is the wrong type of cow. That's a dairy cow. Lord have mercy. Almost messed up real big. So we're gonna get us this little Angus baby. $350. And a Limousin for $350. That brings us up to 9 total cows. So they have plenty of food and water for the day, I think. Let's go check on this greenhouse over here. Maybe we'll look into getting a little side-by-side or a 4x4 or something to kind of cruise around the farm a little bit instead of running around everywhere. I think at some point also we're going to need a truck and a trailer to start transporting things. All right. So we still have 6,000 liters of water. Looks like 300 and call it 380, 360. So a little over almost 400 liters of everything else. Now, as far as sold goods, let's look at our finances. We're gonna go We're gonna go here. We're gonna go to our finances, and we're gonna look in the month of October. So 22,000 for sold bales, 26,000 on contract income. Now it doesn't say. It should say like sold goods, I thought. Sold buildings, land, vehicle, property maintenance, property income, I guess $221. Sold products, $0. Okay, so we didn't sell anything from the greenhouse because I think it's still, we haven't made a full 1,000 liters of anything yet, so that's fine. We'll let it do its thing for a while. And let's see, what else was I thinking about here? Contracts. There's still some harvesting contracts going on. There's what is this? Corn, spinach is a big one. Soybeans is a decent one. Green beans. What is that one? Soybeans. So we're gonna take that soybean harvest. It's gonna reduce by 1,000. Do we have anything going on in October? I don't think so. What else we got down here? Just a wood transport. Yeah, we're just gonna take this soybean harvest, and we are gonna use. We're gonna use their equipment, so we're gonna go ahead and borrow items. And this is gonna be on field 89, so it's gonna be south of our farm. That's gonna be a long ways, huh? All right, let's go look at our calendar. We have nothing going on until springtime, right? When we get our soybeans, we're gonna put our soybeans in the ground. Yep, still got a ways to go on those. All right. Look at that big old John Deere. I like it. I hate how they get everything kind of crammed in here at the shop. It doesn't give you much room to do anything here. All right, we're gonna get this header thrown on the trailer. Kind of like this, maybe? Something like that. That looks fairly lined up. There we go. It'll snap into place. Get this header trailer hooked up. Nope, that didn't work. There we go. Alright, so the header trailer is lined up. Now we need to get this tractor hooked up to this trailer and hire a worker and send him on his way. Big old John Deere 6R, I love it. Hello? Oh, it might help if I lined up with it a little bit better. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here. We're gonna hire a worker, and we are gonna tell him to go to this spot. Right. We'll tell him to go right here. Start job. All right, now you, sir. Right, sir? Yes, you, sir, can go on. Matter of fact, lead the way. I will get out of your way so you can go, and you're not going. Do you need some help? Some directions? GPS? No? Okay. So let's see, the best way to get there is going to be... Oh boy. I think we're gonna head back towards our farm. And... oh man, I don't know if we're gonna be able to take the ferry over or not. We're gonna try. It looks like we're gonna have to take the ferry. That'll be fine. It'll be fun. Alright. I'll see you guys when I get to the ferry. So it looks like our helper finally got the message to start driving. He just took a very alternate route. So actually he probably took the better route, to be honest with you. Alright, let's go get the ferry going. Oh, no, let me on. I need to be on the boat. All right. Here we go. Right across the river. This is such a neat feature to this game. I love it. That fog coming through. Ah, it's beautiful. I love it. Alright, so we're gonna go south, and then west, and then east. Alright, can we, oh, won't let us. Alright. Let's go ahead and appreciate it, Mr. Bargeman. We're gonna go, so $25. Oh, that was to the worker. I'm gonna take it right here. Oh, taking out signs. I'm gonna take a right and take a left. So our worker looks like he's just now pulling up, which is fine. If we left at the same time and he didn't kind of stall out there, he definitely would have beat us here. I mean, he beat us here anyway, but... Alright, gonna make a left, and that should be our field right there. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull up this header trailer kind of right here off the road and grab the header. Start getting in position here. Get everything unfolded, and we will start this harvest. See if it brings up an auto, not a line for us. No? Alright. So we'll set one up here. Looks like we're going to do one header. right. Well, I told the worker to park off the side of the field. He decided he was going to park right in the middle of the road. It's hard to find good help nowadays. We'll mosey our way up here and clear this traffic jam. Blocking up a car and a cement truck. We'll kind of hop out here and we'll get this thing out of the way. Sorry, everybody. Direction's unclear. Hard to find good help nowadays. Turn that off. We'll run back over to our harvester here. Make sure we stay on our GPS line, and off we go. This contract doesn't exactly pay out a whole lot of money, but, you know, as it pays out $7,000, but that's going to put us over that $100,000 mark. I've been kind of nervous about how low our bank account was getting, and we weren't really bringing any money in. We were spending money and weren't really bringing it in. It's not exactly how you build a positive cash flow. So let's see here. Soybeans right now go for, yeah, see, they're almost down to their low. So we might hang on to those soybeans so that we're not selling them at a terrible price. Honestly, depending on how many liters it gives us after the sell, it might not even be worth it, because we're 14% done now and only have 3,000 liters. So you're probably looking at 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 21, probably 24,000 liters. I don't know, we'll see. I will see you guys closer to the end of this field. Alright guys, that was headland number 1, 5,800 liters. I'm thinking we'll get, 20... I think we'll get 20,000, a little bit over 20,000 on this field. Got us harvesting a half row here. I think we started with a half row. It's kind of weird, but what can you do? So I will see you guys at the end of this one. Alright guys, here we are. We're finishing up the last row of this soybean harvest. And there's 4,000, so I think that's 18,000 maybe liters that we ended up with. Let's see. Do I already have the pipe out? Yes, I do. Turn that off, lift that up, and we'll swing around to our trailer here and see what we come up with here. Stop right there. All right. So we'll see what we end up with. We're at 18,007 liters, so a little bit shy of what I thought we were going to end up with, but that's all right. Let's make sure that combine's empty and shut it down. Yep. Set that down. Shut down the engine. All right, let's get this load of soybeans delivered to, where is it going here? Grain barge terminal number 1, just not too far away. All right. We'll take this road all the way down to the end. And hang a left. Go across the river and right down to the grain barge. Alright. Alright, I will see you guys there. Alright, we are at the grain barge terminal. Let's see what we can get for this load of soybeans. Alright, another $5,000 plus $132. That is not bad. That definitely put us over that $100,000 mark. And we have yet to collect on that contract. So let's go ahead and collect that contract there. Perfect. Another $6,400 brings us up to $108,175. Let's take a look at the weather, because I see up there in the corner that we've got some rain coming. Looks like at 1 o'clock, 3 o'clock, it's going to rain. It'll be sunny after that. Tomorrow looks like cloudy. No rain in the forecast. With January, it's going to snow. So, I think we are going to skip to December. Alright guys, welcome back. It is December now, and guess what that time is? It is time to sell our canola. So we're going to hop on this Challenger here. We're going to grab our trailer. We're going to load up that canola, and we're going to go sell it. Hopefully for a pretty decent chunk of change. By no means are we hurting for money. Still have $107,000. But it will be nice to finally see some cash profit off of our hard work. Where am I going? Where am I going? I need to go find our trailer, which is right here. We only have 6,000 liters of canola. Should fit in this trailer, no problem. Alright, and while we're here, we can check on those bales too. Canola, we'll get that loaded up. We're going to check on these bales and see if it turned into silage. It did turn into silage, so that's cool. We have 11 bales. That'd be 33, call it 35,000 liters of silage we can sell if we need to make more money. While we're here, let's take a look at our cows, make sure that everybody's doing all right. Good morning, cows. 81% health. They still have food and water and meadow grass. So we may later today fill up their water and give them a bale of silage just to hold them over. But I want to go get this canola sold so we can finally see some profits, some fruits of our labor. So where is the best price to sell this? Our canola, it's looking like $2,200 at Grain Barge Terminal for 1,000 liters. So that looks like it's going to be $12,000. Not a bad sale if you ask me. So where is that? Grain Barge Terminal 2. We're going to tag the place so I can figure out where the heck it is. It's way back yonder. Alright. That's fine. Not terribly far away. Alright. Come up here. Down a few streets. I think we're going to take this next left. Yeah. And follow that across the river. Now, if you guys like what you see, please give me a like. So consider hitting that subscribe button for me too. That'd be severely appreciated. Let me know down in the comments what you think, what you like, what you don't like, all that good stuff. I can't get better if I don't know what's wrong. So, feel free, good, bad, and ugly. Send it all. Alright, we're gonna get down here. Do we follow? Yeah, we follow this windy road. Down here. Oh, just barely kissed him. Alright. Come up here. We're gonna sell it right here. Alright, guys, moment of truth. Let's see what we get. $14,381 plus 381. Not bad at all. So that's 14,700 and change. Not bad at all. Now remember, that was only 70% yield, I think. So we're gonna get a little bit better than that. We'll probably be closer to 20,000. Next time we plant that. I think we're doing soybeans this year, though. We'll take the ferry back across. Hop out and go pay the man. All right. Hop on our tractor here and we will set sail. All right. We'll get back to the farm. Don't forget, we do need to purchase another 2 cows. So we'll get back. We'll purchase another 2 cows. We'll go check in. We'll check on our greenhouse while we're here down this end of the field. See how that's going. All right, 500 liters of everything. So this is pretty slow. This is a pretty slow investment. It's got 5,000 liters of water. It's got plenty of water. Maybe it'll pay off, you know. We'll see. Going on here, we'll get our 2 cows purchased. And we'll check on those original 3. and see what their price is. We may get rid of them. I'm not sure. Good morning, cows. All right, so our 54-month-old cows, the 3 that we started with, are at 100% health, $2,750. So I don't think they're gonna make us any more money. They're just gonna cost us in food and water. So I think we're gonna go ahead and sell those 3. So we're gonna sell those for $7,950. Not bad, not bad at all. So, but we are also gonna buy 1 more Angus and 1 more limousine, however you want to say it. So now we have 0 months, 1 month, 2 months, and 3 months. Now you see that difference between the 0 months and the 3 months is already like $400, almost $400. Just the difference between 0 months and 1 month is, 100 and some odd bucks. So these cows are going to make us a decent bit of money. As long as we can keep on this cycle, we'll be making probably $6,000 a day just off of cattle. That'll be more than enough to keep our operating costs, cover our operating costs. And so that's done, and we'll go ahead and fill up that water. This trailer, I'm gonna leave it right here, going around. Grab this water tank. I really need a smaller vehicle for this. See, is there anything at the shop? No. It's a nice 8R tractor. Belvedere horse trailer. Nope, nothing. Nothing good. That is actually a decent size cultivator, though. I don't use cultivators that much. Did not want to do that. Let's give them the rest of the water that's in here. I'll dump the water in. Oh, okay. Well, that filled it up for them. Might as well go ahead and fill this tank. Can't wait to get these fields planted this year. And filled up. All right. Do the same thing. We'll just put it right back here. Right there. And we gotta find that John Deere tractor again. Park our Challenger. Go in this door here. So there's the deer. I gotta remember where I put the forks. There they are. I'll come over here. I'm gonna grab this tractor, and just for giggles, I'm gonna put a silage bale in the cow pen. I don't need to, but I want to, just because. Alright, we got that. I only wanted to take one. That's fine. We'll just push them over. There we go. Ah, darn it. I was only trying to push one in. So there's still 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Cool. Just want to make sure. Get that opened. All right. That works. All right, keep that thing low and steady. And we will just ever so gently back up to the cow pen. I'll get that dropped in right there. Boop, release that, and they should be good. Let's check on them here. Yep. So it'll bring their silage up. Silage will bring their health up. See, now that whole bale is in there. They have a total of 10,000 liters of fuel, or food. Sorry, not fuel. 6,000 liters of water. They are all, I believe. Oh, okay. All right, well, our 3-month-old cows are 100% health. Then we got 90, 50, and 2%. So, we will go get these forks put away, and I think that's going to be the end of this episode. Now, next month, we can sell that wheat that we got. We will, let's see, do this, set it down, unhook. Oh, I want to unhook the whole thing. There we go. Go ahead and close them doors back up. And bring this tractor around. Bring it around town. Oh, I'll bring this back into here. Alright. That's going to be it for today, guys. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you guys later.